$14 billion, 300 miles from the Arctic Circle, and one chance to get it right.
Name's Jim Flood. Worked for ExxonMobil for right at 40 years, retired in 2020. My last 10, 11 years, I was vice president of our Arctic division for development projects. Projects ranged in size from anywhere from $4 to $5 billion up to $14 billion for my last major project that I did in Newfoundland. So you're building one of the world's largest gravity-based structures. You're going to build a topsides, a facility topsides of 50,000 tons. You're going to sail it all the way from Korea around the Cape of Good Hope up to Newfoundland. You're going to make these two components together, and then you're going to take that whole structure 150 miles offshore, set it down the ocean floor, start it up and start drilling through it for the next 30 years. So you can just see just the level of complexity to pull all this together and to do it flawlessly takes a tremendous amount of effort, takes a tremendous team that you got to put together to be able to deliver on those commitments.
Projects of this scale involve hundreds of contractors, multiple governments, and thousands of interdependencies. The margin for error is zero.
You got to be able to manage the risks at the end of the day to meet your commitments on safety, environment, cost, and schedule. I would tell you that from an execution certainty standpoint, those first 90 days in a project are always critical. You want to get the project started off in a good way. You want to build momentum.
Traditional project management reacts to problems. Execution certainty predicts them before they happen.
So I think what's really completely different, and I think it's the only time I've ever seen it in industry, as the execution certainty team works across the board. They work with all team members at the end of the day. They sit down, understand what the critical milestones are, what they need to deliver, and what they do is, that I've never seen before, is they essentially forecast. You're looking ahead. They're able to give you an early warning signal if you're not going to meet that critical milestone. And that's a difference maker.
When every team member owns the outcome, something shifts. Competition becomes collaboration and momentum builds.
So getting everybody at the table, everybody leaning in, understanding the dependencies upon different parties within the project brought that team together, galvanized that project. I've seen many times where contractors that were depending upon other players stepping in and helping them. Understanding the win-win mentality at the end of the day, that if they win, then I win, then the project wins. When I look at the elements of execution certainty, knowing that there was a machine out there embedded in my project teams, looking at all the things that would essentially keep me up at night. You know, how are the project teams working? Are I going to make all my milestones, all my waypoints? How are the teams interacting together? So having that team embedded out within the project organization gave me peace of mind. I've got my reports, I've got my meetings, I'm going to get an early warning sign if there's issues.
After 40 years leading some of the world's most complex projects, Jim Flood has one piece of advice.
Yeah, based on our performance over the last few years in my career, there's no way I would go into any project without bringing the execution certainty team into my project team. It is just too key of what they're able to deliver at the end of the day from a project certainty perspective. I can't imagine doing a project without it.
20 years with execution certainty on the job, Jim knows what it feels like to deliver.
The ability to bring a diverse team together of a lot of individuals and to be able to build that culture and that environment, that to work as a team, to be successful as a team, and then when you deliver on that, it's like one of the best feelings in the world. It's essentially winning the Super Bowl in our industry.